Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk to you guys about how I got Wolverine. But before we jump into that, I want to say thank you, my deepest gratitude to all of the bros, more than 1,500 of you Debris Boys who showed up to the Twitch live stream for the historic 24-hour event as it went down. I am so happy and thrilled with the outcome. I had so much fun playing with you guys and unlocking, ranking up, and finally achieving our Wolverine that I couldn't have imagined a better way to spend my time. It was amazing. We were top 50 on Twitch for all games, which is insane for a mobile game. We got people's attention that probably never even heard of the game. And I'm just so proud, thank you for the Dimension Rift, of what we can do together when we try and when something epic like the X-Men comes around. So thank you guys so much, and let's talk now about what we achieved in those, long stretch of hours. So the Wolverine epic quest is an epic quest similar to the Doctor Strange epic quest. And rather than just discussing each of the story missions in the epic quest and what each of them mean and what you need to do for each of them, because it's fairly straightforward and kind of boring to discuss all of them, I wanted to go zoom out and look at the quest as a whole, look at all of the requirements that you need, a summary if you would, and then also compare that to the Doctor Strange epic quest so you can get a deeper understanding of both of them. If you want the step-by-step quest missions, rewards, and requirements, you can go look in the description. I've linked to both a Google Doc and a Reddit post, and you can go and peruse that in text format where I think it's easier to read than to listen to. In addition, before we start with our comparison, I do want to say thank you to someone called Binary Bandit, person on Reddit who does fantastic summarizations and lists and stuff like that for the epic quest. And when I was doing my research, I stumbled upon their stuff, and I was very thankful to do so because it made my job a lot easier. So whoever you are, thank you. You are now an honorary Debris Boy or girl. So taking a look at the Rise of the X-Men epic quest as a whole, here are the requirements for the quest. You need 1,100 Dimension Debris, you need 1,100 Nordstones of Strength, you need 800 Nordstones of Chaos, and then you need 3,400 Black Antimatter that you need to rank up to various ranks. That costs 22,125,000 gold, and then you need 1,000 Macron shards, Macron crystals, and Phoenix feathers. Those are the new currency introduced with the X-Men, and those are going to be the most difficult thing to farm for the Rise of the X-Men epic quest to get Wolverine. On the other hand, for Doctor Strange, the requirements are 2,000 Dimension Debris, which is more. You need 50 Nordstones of Strength, 200 of Energy, 600 of Brilliance, which are the blue and green, and then you need 1,200 Nordstones of Omnipotence, which are the purple ones. In addition, you may need 450 more Nordstones of Omnipotence for Clea's Mastery. So that could be a total of 2,050 Nordstones or 2,500 Nordstones. You also need 1,200 Nordstones of Chaos for Doctor Strange. You need 4,200 Black Antimatter, which is more, and it's required at different ranks, so it costs more gold. It costs 26,375,000 for all of the rank ups for the Black Antimatter for Doctor Strange. So as you can see, more requirements overall for Doctor Strange than for Rise of the X-Men, except for the new materials, feathers, Macron crystals, and Macron shards. And we're going to talk about that in a second. In addition, there are certain characters for each quest that are required to be ranked up before you can claim Doctor Strange or Wolverine as your final prize. In the case of Doctor Strange, we can see a lot of the characters behind him, flanking him, as ones you need to rank up. Wong, Ancient One, Caecilius, and Mordo need to become 4-star characters, either with rank up tickets, farming and memory missions, or bio selectors. You also need to get Satana and Hellstorm to 5 stars. And most importantly and most difficultly, the most difficult one of them all is Clea, that you have to get to 5 stars, where she only appears as a bio shifter, and that you cannot get her bios unless you pay for a subscription or use rank up tickets. On the other hand, for the X-Men, there are fewer of them, but you need to get all of them, or most of them, to 5 stars. You need to get Beast, Rogue, Storm, and Cyclops to 5 stars. You can farm them in these tracking missions. You can also use rank up tickets or mega rank up tickets on them, but you cannot use bio selectors. The regular green bio selectors are not applicable to the X-Men. The only bio selectors that you can use for X-Men are actually called X-Gene selectors, and they are purple, and you can buy them in the store for $100 with a bunch of other items. But we're not going to talk about that now, because we're going to talk about what it takes as far as farming, as far as free-to-play grind style goes. So those are the requirements in terms of characters. Now the big grind for the Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange quest that's going to slow you down is Clea. If you don't have rank up tickets and you don't have the bio sub, it's going to be painful to get Clea to 5 stars, because you only get about 3 bios per day, and you need 310 of Clea's bios. So roughly 310 bios, 3 per day, no rank up tickets, no cheating, 105 days or 15 weeks to get Clea to 5 stars in order to progress in the Doctor Strange epic quest. That's a lot. But if you just started the game, it's going to take you longer to get the Black Antimatter and the Chaos Nordstones than it is going to be to farm for Clea. But if we're just looking at the biggest obstacle, it's Clea, and it's 105 days. On the other hand, if we compare it to the Wolverine epic quest, the most rare resource that you can farm for, that you need in a large quantity, are the Macron crystals, Macron shards, and the Phoenix feathers. And you can farm for them at a very late stage in the epic quest, not at the beginning, but towards the end in the Veiled Secret missions. These missions you get 2 per day for a total of 4, and here you can farm for Phoenix feathers and crystals, which you need 1,000 of each for research missions. And then in the tracking missions you can get the Macron shards, which you also need 1,000 of. So it takes, I would say, roughly a month of farming those missions, the tracking missions and the Veiled Secret missions, to collect 1,000 of each of those resources in order to meet the research requirements for Wolverine's epic quest. So a month is a lot less than 3 months and 2 weeks, or roughly 15 weeks for Clea. However, it's much easier to skip Clea by just buying a mega rank up ticket, but you can't really buy a mega rank up resource ticket. The only way to get Macron shards, Macron crystals, and Phoenix feathers quickly is by dropping $100 on this X-Men Advancement Pack. Additionally, you can buy the Deluxe Pack, which costs 6,600 crystals and unlocks the Mutual Enemy mission, as well as some other rewards. Now, I do want to clarify a couple of questions. No, you do not need to buy the Deluxe Pack in order to finish the Wolverine epic quest. You don't need to have Magneto. You don't need to unlock this and pay crystals in order to finish Wolverine's quest. However, it will take a lot longer, because you'll have to farm the Veiled Secret quests for a much longer time than if you get this. Because in addition to giving you an extra mission every day to farm for these resources, the Deluxe Pack will also give you additional rewards when you finish these story missions, which will give you additional feathers, additional crystals, additional Macron shards, etc. So it does make it a lot easier, but it is definitely not required. Second most popular question: if you finish half, or 20%, or 50%, or 90% of the Wolverine epic quest, and then you decide to buy the Mutual Enemy Deluxe Pack, you will retroactively receive all of the rewards that you didn't get before in your inbox. So there's no penalty for not buying the Deluxe Pack and starting the Wolverine epic quest. Okay? Also, thank you for the Dimension Rift. There is obviously the case of Magneto. So we're going to talk, now that we've discussed the costs of the two epic quests, there is also the discussion of the rewards, because buying Magneto and paying those 6,600 crystals is going to give you additional rewards, which I think, in my opinion, outbalance the X-Men epic quest rewards with the Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange epic quest rewards. So let's look at the epic quest rewards for Doctor Strange first. Of course, you get Doctor Strange level 60, tier 2, all mastered. You get 25 Nordstones of Strength, 300 gear up kits, 270 bio selectors. You get 160 crystals. You get 350,000 gold, 200 clear tickets, 100 energy, 3 ISOs, 1 5-star, 1 6-star, 1 awakened 6-star, and you get a 5-star comic card. In comparison, if you do not spend the crystals, if you just play the Wolverine Epic Quest normally, totally free to play, you will get Wolverine, level 60, 6 stars, tier 2. You will get no gear up kits, but you will get 30 bios or 30 X-Gene bios for both Rogue, Beast, Storm, and Cyclops. You don't get any crystals. You do get 2 million gold, which is more than Doctor Strange. You get 100 clear tickets. You get 2 random 6-star ISOs, 100 energy, and in addition, you get 200 Dimension Debris, 100 Nordstones of Chaos, 100 Black Antimatter, 200 Macron Shards, 100 Macron Crystals, and 100 Phoenix Feathers, which will help you build toward those 1,000 research requirements that you need for the Wolverine Epic Quest to be finished. Now, here is the big caveat. If you do spend those 6,600 crystals, what extra rewards do you get for your investment? Well, you get a tier 1, level 1, 6-star Magneto. He's not super powerful at tier 1, but he's a great, thank you for the Dimension Rift, he's a great CC character, and at tier 2 he gets a huge bump in his damage, and he's quite serviceable, and he's got a leadership unique to the X-Men. In addition, if you buy the deluxe pack, you get 1,500 crystals total, you get an extra 3 million gold for a total of 5, and then you also get an additional 630 Macron shards and 400 Magneto bios. So those 400 Magneto bios basically get you to all gears 20 for Magneto and potentially enough to tier 2 him with a ticket or something like that. And it gives you almost enough Macron shards to have 1,000, and you're just missing the crystals and the Phoenix Feathers. In addition, by buying the deluxe pack, you do get access to the mutual enemy mission, which you can play twice every day to farm even more bios for Magneto and even more shards, feathers, and crystals. So it basically just quickens the pace, and it makes it easier to get the research numbers that you need to unlock Wolverine faster. However, 6,600 crystals is a lot, so I did a little bit of an analysis for you guys to discuss how long it would take you if you started with 0 crystals to save up 6,600 right now. So first, you do want to make sure that you completed the Facebook event for the 1,000 crystals. You just add 50 friends, sync your Facebook account, boom, 1,000 crystals. That's going to be a huge help. But you still need more crystals. Now, if you're a new player, you're not going to be able to get into Vibranium, so you're not going to get a lot of crystals back from Timeline. But if you play Timeline every day, you can get about 120 crystals per week from that. You get an additional 175 crystals per week from doing all of the daily missions and getting that 25 crystal reward. And then you get about 75 crystals per week from login bonuses. So that works out to around 350 to 400 crystals per week. So I rounded it to about 370 crystals per week. If you have those 370 crystals per week plus the 1,000 from the Facebook event, it will take you approximately 15 weeks to save up crystals to buy the deluxe pack and get Magneto. So you can compare saving the crystals to get Magneto to farming for Clea. However, you need to farm Clea to get Doctor Strange. You do not need to spend those crystals to get Wolverine. Those are the only two differences. The other difference being, whenever you choose to end up eventually buying those crystals and getting the deluxe pack, you will start to be able to farm every single day these Macron shards, crystals, and feathers, and you'll be able to accrue those for potentially future X-Men and other things down the line. So it is valuable. Whether or not you should get it right away, I think, is up to your position in the game. Do you have enough crystals saved up, and do you think the extra rewards like Magneto and the other items are worth that investment? Finally, guys, I wanted to talk about the X-Men Advancement Pack. A lot of people are wondering about this. The X-Genes can be used for any of the 4 characters that I discussed previously: Beast, Cyclops, Storm, or Rogue, but you can farm them from the tracking mission, so I honestly don't think you should buy it for those 350 gene selectors. It's really not worth it. The 6,000 crystals is pretty good. It's usually about 1,000 crystals for $10 spent, so you're only missing about $40 left. And then 400 Macron shards, 800 feathers, and 1,000 crystals is a very good deal if you're trying to rush the X-Men Rise of Wolverine Epic Quest. If you're not interested in rushing through that quest, I do not recommend that you purchase this advancement pack. It's only for sea animals that want to rush to get Wolverine unlocked and ready to go, because otherwise you're just buying that for basically no reason. In addition, once you get Wolverine, you're still going to need more feathers to rank up his gear. So don't think that you're going to get him fully decked out right away. It's not like Doctor Strange where he uses black antimatter. I need to still farm more feathers now, so I'm kind of stuck myself, even though I rushed and I paid to get Wolverine. Lastly, guys, I wanted to touch on a new feature that they've added to both the Rise of the X-Men Epic Quest and retroactively added to the Sorcerer Supreme Epic Quest. If you come up to a research mission that you cannot complete because you don't have enough resources, let's say it asks for 1100 dimension debris, but you only have 800, it will offer you to spend crystals to skip it. If you press that crystal button, it will take your crystals that it says it costs. It will also take that resource from you and just pay for, with crystals, the remaining amount that you don't have. So be wary of that, and in my opinion, don't press that button. The crystal value is not anywhere near what it should be for those payments, and that's for the kind of ultra whales to rush through and finish the epic quest and save those precious feather and crystal resources that they can't get, because you can only buy a total of 4 of these packs right now from Netmarble. But that is kind of super pay to get ahead territory, and I don't want to speak too much about that. So that is the overall comparison of these two epic quests, guys. I think overall the Wolverine epic quest is easier. However, you do need to factor in Magneto and those other things, and also eventually you will need to get Magneto if you want to get Jean Grey. But let me know what you guys think of the two epic quests. Let me know what you think of Wolverine and all of the other X-Men. We will still have a ton more videos coming out about the new uniforms, about all of the X-Men, some character reviews, all that good stuff, guys. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.